Elijah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing good. I'm not sure how many people's going to show up tonight, but I know I'm going to have a few people that's going to come in. But yeah, so welcome to the first call, man. This is the first I saw that you signed up the other day and I appreciate you being a part of the community.
All right. Thank you, Donovan.
Absolutely, man. And if you don't mind, you have your video let me see. You have your video available or no?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
But next time I will. I mean,
That's all.
I'm on a different device this time.
Okay, that's all good, man. It's all good. So yeah, so we'll get started right away. I mean, if it's one person, if it's 10 people, it doesn't matter. I just show up the first of each month just to do some follow-ups and some if anybody have any questions or any statements, anything, right? And I would normally just share on whatever questions is asked. So do you have any questions or anything like that that you want to throw my way?
Well, I do have a question. Well, it's not really a question, it's more of a concern. I just hope that it's sometimes hard for me to stay motivated and I don't want to, just join just to, and not get results. So I'm just trying to figure like what's the best ways, for me to stay motivated.
The best way to stay motivated, I always tell people, you tell me what do you think is the best way for you? Because anytime somebody says they have a hard time staying motivated, you pretty much know what some of the things you have done, and you live with you for your whole life, right?
Right.
So let's start off with what are the things that makes you not motivated? What demotivates you? Let's start with that.
I easily get distracted, watching YouTube videos. I want to start working out in the morning, but sometimes like when I watch a YouTube video, I get easily distracted, and that's not a good thing.
Okay, so then the thing is kind of like think about it like this way, right? If
Right.
somebody says that every time they go to a friend's house, they drink too much, then the answer to that would be, well, stop going to your friend's house so much, right? It's the same thing with the YouTube videos. If you know that the YouTube videos is a distraction to you, then you put yourself on a limit. You say, okay, instead of me being on YouTube X amount of hours, let me write down on a piece of paper some of the things that I want to learn from YouTube because YouTube is like the biggest search engine right now in the world, bigger than
Yes.
Google, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
can use YouTube to your benefit. You can find things that can actually motivate you. But YouTube has now become a massive entertainment thing too, with the shorts and the clips and all these different stuff. So what
Right.
we start to do, we have your mindset on one thing, and then we start to go and start scrolling, looking at something else, and we like, yo, yeah, this is good. And then you might see some stuff, some images that might discourage you from going any further. So get that pen, get the paper, write down the things you actually want to learn, and
Okay.
start looking at YouTube like a classroom. Because that's how I see YouTube. It's like a classroom. If I if I
Right.
if I want to get entertainment, I will just go to the shorts and I'll just scroll for like about 20 minutes or so. But
Okay.
most of the times, I'm really just looking at YouTube to learn more about my motorcycle, for example. Man, I have a Harley Davidson. Elijah, I got a
Yeah.
Harley Davidson, and I've taken my motorcycle apart, okay, completely because of YouTube, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and it inspires the heck out of me to keep on doing. So it's not that you're lacking the motivation; it's just that you're not staying consistent with the motivation, right? You're not
Right. Right.
you're not staying consistent. So let me ask you a question though.
Yes.
When you think about motivation, right?
Mhm.
What is it that? How do you know when you're motivated? What's some of the triggers?
Well, um, I guess for me, in terms of exercise, I just want to get up and just start walking around.
Mm,
Sometimes I walk around the house, especially when it's cold outside, and I want to, I can't go anywhere. I just, walk back and forth, around my home.
oh, that's beautiful. And then how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. I just wish I were more consistent. Like some days I want to do it, and some days I don't want to, and that's the problem. And I would say I am obese.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say how much I weigh. I'll say I weigh over 300 pounds, and I want to, become healthier for myself. I'm not doing this for anyone else. I hope, I want to do this because I want to, live longer and live happier, and I don't want to end up in a hospital having to get transplants or medical procedures after medical procedures. And I've had a mother; she had heart disease. I had a grandmother; she had heart disease and diabetes, and I don't want to end up getting those type of problems either.
Bro, you just said so much, right?
Yeah.
I asked you, how do you feel? How do you know when you're motivated? You say you walk a lot. How does it make you feel? It feels great. I don't basically I'm obese. I don't want to be in a hospital. I want to be healthier. Had a family member who got sick. Don't want to be a part of that. I want to look better. I want to feel healthier. Want to live longer. The list goes on, right?
Right.
That's like a ton of motivation. That's like enough reasons to be motivated. Nah, not even to be motivated, to be driven, because
Mm-hmm.
motivation is a very temporary thing. A lot of people focus too much on motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Motivation is like a diet, right? Listen. So you
Okay.
got you got somebody who says, you know what? I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run 5 days out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
That person is motivated. They watching videos. They seen somebody doing it. They took off 30 pounds. They built some muscles. They feeling good. I'm inspired. Yeah, let's go. Right?
Right.
You get up the next morning, you open the door, getting ready to run. It's
Yes, sir.
pouring rain outside. Raining
Mm-hmm.
like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That person who's motivated is gonna sit on the couch and they're gonna say, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You follow me so far? Now,
Yes, I'm fine.
the person who's driven, that person who's driven, they're gonna find the rain gear. They're gonna find something to put on their body, and they're gonna still go out there in the rain and still run. So when you define the driven individual and the person who's motivated, the person who's more driven, they're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna give up no matter what. They're gonna find a
Right.
way out. So the motivation stuff, bro, it's kind of like it's not good, man. It's not good, man. I need you to find ways that's gonna drive you to being more encouraged to stay going. And just remember, you gave a list of stuff. These calls are being recorded. I will send you the call so you can literally hear yourself and the things that you're saying, right?
Right.
You join the membership, you're making the steps to be healthier. I'm pretty sure you're kind of watching what you're eating more and more. You're being more mindful of just the things that you're doing. You're being more mindful of the stuff you're watching, the things that you're reading.
Yes.
I'm sure your prayers are feeling a little bit more different now because I just know you're doing a whole lot. I like the symbol you got there. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a whole
Yes, sir.
lot of things, and if your spirituality is at a heightened level, then your physical peace and your emotional peace should also balance that out. Now, a lot of times people don't have the balance. They have a person might be physically healthy and wealthy, right? Physically, but
Yes, sir.
financially broke. Or they might be financially rich, but completely out of shape and spiritually shattered. Then you have the
Oh,
people who is spiritually shattered, financially shattered, and physically shattered. But then you have the ones who is spiritually heightened, but their finances suck and their physicality sucks. So none of those is better. There's not one that's better than the other. It's looking at where you're lacking and balancing that out. Balance it out. Balance it out. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but that's the energy that I feel like you need to hear right now so you can start to get up and do what you got to do and set those little goals, Elijah. Like set small goals. Hey, I want to take off 5 pounds in the next 2 months.
okay.
Notice I didn't say in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
At 300 plus pounds, you'd be able to take off 5 pounds like that, like that.
Okay.
But I'm saying it in a longer state so you can have enough time to really focus on what you need to focus on. So that 5 pounds in the next 2 months becomes 10 pounds, 15 pounds. You're looking like, yo, what the heck? I took off 20 pounds in 2 months. How did I do that? Well, I started breaking it down. I started really focus on being more driven in every day that I do, everything I say, everything I speak, everything I think. And you're gonna feel a difference, man.
Yes, sir. And I wanted to say that I'm start eating more salads. Um, I used to eat a lot of fast foods, but I've cut back on those like Mickey D's and that sort of thing. I'm starting eating more salads and more vegetables. What I would do is sometimes I also eat rice. I cook the rice and add green beans and with the rice and mix it up and eat it that way.
Oh, that's what's up. That's good. And just remember, hey Jenny, just remember that the idea of nutrition, it's a lot of people say it's what you eat that
Mm-hmm.
makes the difference, but there's a caveat to that, right? Because you got people who eat a bunch of vegetables and plant-based and they're still overweight. Okay?
Right.
You have to balance out once again your calories. You got to balance out how many calories you consume and how much you're actually burning. Like
Okay.
I'm a big fan of calorie deficit, putting yourself to a caloric deficit. However, you don't want to put yourself in a deficit so deep that your body is now fighting for calories and don't know where energy is coming from. In America, I don't think most Americans will even understand the starvation mode that a lot of health
Mm-hmm.
experts talk about
Right.
because there's nothing around us none of us, I don't know you guys personally, right? But I know none of us have experienced starvation like the people that you see in Africa or the people in India who haven't eaten in like months and is down to their bones, like literally, right? So
Right.
we're not gonna go through the starvation mode, but caloric deficit, you got to get an idea how much calories you're consuming every day. The average
Okay.
American is consuming like 2,500 calories in one meal,
Whoa.
and that's supposed to be what you consume maybe through the day. So
Yes, that
think
makes
about
sense.
yeah, think about what I just said, bro. So I'm gonna look up on my phone real quick, right? And
Okay.
I want to see something. Calories in a McDonald's. I damn spell McDonald's all wrong. McDonald's. What's one of the things at McDonald's now? The Big Mac?
Got big. Yeah, Big Mac. Yeah.
McDonald's Big Mac. I'm curious to see what it's going to pop up and says. All right, so check this out, right?
All right.
So a McDonald's Big Mac is 563 calories.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. I'm going to tell you, with the fries, 920 calories. With a Coca Cola, 1,140 calories.
Right.
You already see the numbers?
Yeah, I'm
Now,
listening.
the average person who's eating that many calories, how long do you think it's going to take for them to actually burn those calories off?
Depends on how much they work out.
It's going to take them weeks to burn those calories off.
Weeks.
Even if somebody's lifting weights a lot, right? Your
Right.
body's not burning a lot of calories when you're weight training.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to burn off 1,140 calories, your cardiovascular, you got to do extreme cardio for hours and top of hours at a time to burn those calories off. Nobody's doing that. So
Wow.
imagine the average person that's doing that on a Monday, then they go to McDonald's again on a Tuesday, then on a Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
they go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, then on the Friday, the Thursday they skip Thursday, and the Friday they went to Chick-fil-A. They're doing the
And they
same,
never and they
huh?
never burn them off. They never burn the calories off,
They never burn it off.
and they
So
gain more weight.
there you go. It's just keep on stacking and stacking. So that's why the caloric deficit stuff is important for you to look at your meals and say, yo, that's a lot of calories. So where can I get more nutrient dense foods and less calorie dense foods, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you can do that. And keep in mind, I don't knock nobody where to eat because everybody's financial situation is different, right?
Right.
But you can even go to McDonald's and still get something healthy that's lower calories. You can still get a salad. You can say,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? I'm not in the mood for XYZ, but I can get a chicken sandwich. It won't be the healthiest options, but it's better than you having a whole big burger with the fries and the shake or the soda. So my thing is look at the calories, know where you can get more nutrients from. There's more
Mm-hmm.
nutrients in a chicken than there is in French fries.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Make
sir.
is that making sense in a way?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
But I did have another question. I, I'm 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 sure that Jenny wants to chime in, but I do want to ask about C4. Are you familiar with that the powder C4?
Yep.
I mean, do you recommend someone using that?
Nope. C4 is you talking about the pre-workout?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody like myself could use C4,
Hmm.
which I used to use, and other pre-workouts because
Hmm.
my training regimen is extreme, right?
Right.
I am I'm in the gym. My gym is like right to my right. I'm in my home gym. I'm
Hmm.
benching 225. I'm doing high volume of reps. I'm doing squats. I'm doing pull-ups. I'm sprinting. I'm out there doing all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So
Right.
the C4 is designed to trigger it. You don't need it. Honestly, you don't need that because that's going to put a lot of strain on your heart, the caffeine, all that stuff. You don't need it. What you really and truly need is just to sit back, write down your programs every day, look through the website, look in other things that you feel could help you out, and start to
Hmm.
create a program for yourself on a weekly basis.
Okay.
When you start to see the weight coming down some more, then you can
Right.
start to kind of look to see if you need any pre-workouts. But if you're not doing extreme workouts, you don't need pre-workouts because pre-workouts are supposed to prolong your exercise time. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's a lot of chemicals in that stuff too, bro.
Right. And also, I guess that'd be the same for post workouts too.
All the same, everything. So
Hmm.
give me an example of your day. Give me a workout that you normally do.
Um. Well, I have watched some of your videos on YouTube. I've done, I think, the 10-minute workout where you do the stretching and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um. But mostly, on most days I just really walk like back and forth around the house. I really, that's probably like 10, 15 minutes a day. But I really want to, step it up because I do want to become, I do want to build up my endurance. I guess my what is it, cardio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it. You don't need that
Yeah.
no time soon. What you need to do, like you said, step your game up and start to increase your training sessions, whether it's going to be intensity or longer periods of time
Hmm.
of walking, weightlifting, whatever you got, and you're going to notice a difference as time goes in your performance. But right now, you don't need no pre workout, no post workout. You don't need no beta alanine. You don't need none of that stuff. No niacin, nothing. What you
No
got to
protein
do,
shakes
you, you, protein shakes is the worst, bro.
at the worst.
For you, it's the worst because if you do protein shakes, you're taking all the proprietary blends and a lot more added sugar, and protein shake will smack pounds on your body like crazy.
Goodness.
Yep. So what I will tell you though,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
why I'm saying it's the worst for you, because I'm listening to your training regimen. Your training
Hmm.
regimen is very basic. It's very simple. So it's kind of like a car, right? If somebody has a vehicle, so I'll use my motorcycle. So my motorcycle is a 2022 Harley Davidson Road Glide. I have it fully decked out for performance. So the gasoline that I use in that bike, it has to be high octane. I can't use
Hmm.
87. Okay,
Right.
because
Right.
that bike is made for high performance. It's made for long distance haul and so forth.
Yes.
But you got people who got basic bikes and they don't need to put high octane. They can go to regular 87, right?
Got.
It
Yes.
doesn't mean it's a good thing or a bad thing. It just means you have to know where you are. So your trainer regimen right now is a simple, basic regimen that you don't need no protein shakes, you don't need
Okay.
no pre-workouts, nothing. When you
All right.
get down to like let's say 100 pounds and you're like, yo, I'm feeling great,
Hmm.
then you can start making your own protein shake. Like I love peanut butter, banana.
Okay.
I use peanut butter. I'm not allergic to peanut butter, but I use peanut butter, banana, almond milk, cinnamon, and I'll smack some MCT oil in there for the extra fats, and I'm good. That thing is loaded with proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. You see what I'm saying? So always
Yes,
find
I
a
do.
natural way to go.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
remember that.
Yeah. And keep those questions coming, man. I see Cheryl just joined in. Jenny, what's up? How you doing, Jenny?
There we go. Hi.
What's up?
Uh, I'm good. I'm good. Happy New Year.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to 2025. I'm
Oh
excited.
yeah. That's
I'm
right.
excited. Um, I don't really have a question, but I love everything that Elijah was sharing. Not that it's been a challenge, but like a lot of what he was saying for different levels for me resonated. So I just want to say thank you. Elijah. Thank you so much. While you two were talking about the difference between motivation and being driven, I had a little thing pop up in my head, and I'd like to share it. Can I share it?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So you were talking about how being driven is different, like the rain, like you'll get the rain gear and you'll go out and you'll do that. So what I was writing while you guys were talking was being driven and not motivated. The difference in motivation is that being motivated is temporary. It's like a ad on a bus. Like you see it, it goes by. You're like, hey, that's nice. Right. But when you're being driven, it means you're the driver and you have to know where you're going.
Yes. Like that. That's beautiful. That's poetry. You go, girl. That is awesome. So that's exactly what it is, right? When I lived in the Bronx and I was motivated to get out the Bronx. I lived in the Bronx for over 20 something years, no matter how motivated I was. Then I started feeling more driven to get out the Bronx. And I'm not down in the Bronx. I just got tired of the environment that I was living in. Once I started getting driven to get out the Bronx, then I started doing more stuff to get me out the Bronx. I got out the Bronx. You see? So the motivation to get me out the Bronx, the motivation was like a wish list. I wish I had a house. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. That's motivation. Motivation does nothing. Right now, we're of the 1st of January. A lot of people right now, and if anybody knows me long enough, they understand that what I'm about to say, I mean this with no apologies. I am unapologetic. A lot of people have these dumb, stupid resolutions that they talk about January 1st. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to start working out more. I'm going to take off 40 pounds. I'm going to save more money. And they do it every freaking year. And nothing happens. After 2 weeks, it's done. The gym memberships right now is going up like crazy.
Yeah.
People are going in the gym. They're doing all this. 2 weeks, they did a study. The gyms is going to be empty.
Yeah.
Because their motivation died. The ones who stay in the gym are the ones who got driven. You understand it?
Mm-hmm. I actually have a bit of an embarrassing question.
Okay.
Well, it's embarrassing for me. So I'm pretty good at catching the videos and doing them. And recently you've been doing a lot of leg stuff, which is amazing with the band.
Yeah.
The band. And when I find, I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal, but I consider you a mentor. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when a mentor says to me, do A, B, and C, I do my best to do A, B, and C. So I do see that your thigh band is different. It's thicker. And then I looked up on the site because I'm a member, right? Obviously. I looked up on the site and I looked up the description and it says something like it's 14 inches or something. We're all adults here, right? I got big ass legs. Like seriously, like you talk about your little calves and stuff. Your 2 calves probably equal my 1 calf.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's not that I don't want to support you by purchasing your band, but I have bought thigh bands and they roll and they pinch and they don't fit me. And I've got
not this one.
And because I'm fat, it squeeze like anyway. So it's like there's this part of me that completely trusts you, but that part that you know of me, that my doubts and all that, it's like, don't get it, Jenny. It's not going to fit. It's not going to effing work. It's not like, so can you talk to me about the thigh band?
No, I can't. I can't talk to you about the thigh band. You watch a whole lot of videos of me using a thigh band. So there's nothing more that I could talk to you about with a thigh band.
But how does it stretch? Like when I see the measurement 14 inches, my legs are way bigger than 14 inches.
So what I will tell you about the thigh band is what you're saying is not embarrassing. The majority of people that follows me on YouTube can relate to exactly what you just said. They can relate to the thick thighs. They can relate to a lot of stuff, right? So with the thigh bands that I created, they're 14 inches in length, but they stretch, they extend. And they're not super duper tight, so you get a chance to kind of work the way you need to work. But I can't tell you anything else besides you have to experience it. You see what I'm saying? Because
I think I just needed to hear that it stretches, because in my head I'm like,
yeah, when you see the video, you see it stretching, and then you see my wife using the thigh bands too, and she got thick thighs too, and it stretches, it works. So
Okay.
it's really up for you to it's up for you to give it a shot and see how you feel about it. The ones on Amazon and stuff like that, they're shorter and they're skinnier.
Yeah.
But the thing about those bands too, they're the same materials. They don't pinch, they don't fold up. They're perfect for those exercises.
Okay. No, thank you. That helps because I let those stupid arguments in my brain stop me from stuff. So new year, new actions, and I'm psychic. I envision a new thigh pen coming towards me.
Let's harm it together. Now, but listen, there's no questions here that's embarrassing. I mean, y'all know I'm an open book too. Listen, there's no questions that's embarrassing. Is we speak it out, and then we hear ourselves and what we're saying, and then we make the decisions what's going to be more likely to work for us.
Yeah.
If something doesn't work, then guess what? Move on to the next. Make sense?
It does. It does.
Yeah, that's a good share. Any other questions about anything, people?
I have no more questions right now.
All right, cool. Cheryl.
Hello.
Yay. What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Happy New Year's, you guys.
Yes. Happy New Year to you as well. 2025.
Yes. I really don't have any questions. I just want to say I'm excited to have joined your camp.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to keep saying to myself, be consistent. This is a new year. My health is more important than anything. And I'm ready to do what it is that I need to do with you guys.
Yes.
I mean, I'm past excited.
Awesome. I love it. I feel your energy too. And I'm excited. Let me tell you why, right? Because we have a brand new website that's being built, right? And the website is going to be way faster because right now we have the website built on a WordPress platform. And
Okay.
the website has so many different functions that you have different plugins that has caused some issues in the past. So we're developing a whole new website. And these calls, I'm going to start doing some stuff. I'm going to start surprising you guys with some different things that's going to be live and encouraging. And I'm going to create some challenges for y'all to stop playing around. So the little price that I'm charging everybody, the people who's not about it, they can cancel. They can leave. You know what I'm saying? The ones who want it, because I don't like people who's just picky. It's all about me. We're developing a full community. So on the website, we're going to also have like a community section. You can go in there and you can start a topic. And let's say Cheryl start a topic. Well, Jenny can go in and respond to the topic and share and put links and do different stuff. You can put, hey, just finished doing this workout. So it's going to be awesome, right? Along with the filters and the new workouts. And it's just going to be fun. And the only thing I'm going to ask everybody to start doing more is when you get those emails, just simply respond to the emails. A lot of people get the emails, they don't respond to the emails. And remember, these emails are coming from me directly. I'm sitting here like this typing. So they're not being sent from autopilot. They're being sent from me directly, right? So if I send out a workout, like Jenny has no problem doing it. I ain't even talking about Jenny. Jenny, she will go on Instagram, YouTube, the planet Venus. She'll go all over the place. She don't play around. But I'm excited for you, Cheryl. How do you pronounce your name? Cheryl?
Sherelle, yes.
You go, girl. I got it. So I'm excited for you. And, like we spoke about before you came on, we were talking about motivation versus being driven. Well, motivation, inspiration, and driven, right?
Mhm.
People get inspired to be motivated, and motivation leads you to nowhere. Like Jenny was saying, it's like the bus that with the big sign that says, "Ooh, that's nice," and it shoots past you, right? The driven part, and this is what I'm gonna tell everybody. You have to find the pain in your life if you truly want to be driven.
Okay.
You cannot play games. You cannot substitute fake smiles, fake friends, nothing. You got to find the pain in your life. Like, if somebody look in that mirror, if a man looks in the mirror and that man says, man, my belly looks so big, bro, forget about what your belly looks like. What does your wife feel like? What does she feel when you're on top of her? Your belly is massive. That's the pain that he's going to listen to. He's going to say, damn, I never thought about it that way. Well, think about
Right.
that. Right? So
Right.
you guys understand what I'm saying? You have to find the pain, and you have to let that pain be the driving force. This means that nothing at all is going to get in your freaking way. No spouse, no children, no boss, no pastor, no doctor, no police officer, no nothing. No politics, no nothing. Because you're looking like this. You're going this way. This is what you're doing. You're zoning on that pain, and that pain is going to be your mentor. Is that making sense to all of y'all?
Yeah, I was
Yes,
gonna add, if I can. Sorry.
Sure.
In all my years of doing everything I need to do for my other stuff for healing and stuff, I finally kind of figured out pain is actually like communication for my body, and it's cool when you think about it, right? Like your body saying, this is a stretch, please stretch me because otherwise I hurt. Or if it's your bowels, it's like, yeah, I can't eat whatever you just put in me, even if it's called healthy. I have psoriasis. I can't do nightshade vegetables, and I can't do dairy. And it's not that dairy is necessarily bad. Like people eat cheese and eat yogurt and all that, but I know for my body, like you have to have that communication. And so I think of pain as a compass, and there's different types of pain. And like I know a lot about like the emotional side. I won't get into that, but pain is communication. If something's out of alignment.
Yep.
And so that's where you want to go, because that's right. That's where
that's where you want to go. Like, let me ask you this question. Why do you think most people fail in life?
Fear.
Right. And they don't want to go to the pain. They prefer to go to the comfort. They stay comfortable being comfortable. My thing is this: I don't like comfortability. If you tell me something that's comfortable, I'm not going to hang with you, because give me the challenge. Because you know what? If I fail at something, I could always go back to being comfortable.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Comfort is always going to be there. Comfort never leaves.
But comfort is so much better once you've gone through the pain.
No, wrong.
The pain makes you like achieve something, and then you're like, I'm gonna have a bath. You're like, I'm gonna chill out.
Nah, that's a different kind of comfort you're talking about. You're talking about relaxation. I'm not talking about that type of. You're talking about going to a bath and simmering yourself. No, pain. So here's the thing about pain. Pain is a constant effort in life. Pain never stops. You listen. Every single person on here is over 18. Yes. Every last one of us. Think about every 10 years, every 5 years, how much painful stuff that we had to endure that we never thought we would get over. We got over it and moved on to something different. It could be a breakup, the death of somebody. How am I going to pay this bill this month? Right? Pain is a consistent thing. It is our friend. I look at pain as my friend. Hey, pain, how's it going today, man? I'm not going to ignore you. I'm not going to ignore pain. For the people who ignore pain, pain gets jealous, and pain just says, hey, oh, you don't want to talk to me today? It's been 5 months you haven't spoken to me. I'm going to show you something, what happens when you don't pay attention to me. I'm going to triple up. And it's going to look at you. And it's going to have this face. You be sitting back like, what the hell? So I promise, listen, man, I'm telling y'all this because most coaches don't talk about this type of stuff. A lot of coaches talk about the pretty book stuff. I could drop knowledge on you guys from the books. That's just book stuff. Book stuff is book stuff. We're talking about real life situation. And sometimes you got to get violent with yourself. And I'm not talking about abusing yourself physically, but you got to get violent, whatever way you wanted to find that violence. You have to get violent with yourself. Forget about trying to appease society. What society tells you that you have to be this way, you have to be that way, you have to pray this way. Like, how are you going to tell me how to pray to my creator? You can't decide for me how I'm going to pray to my creator. How are you going to tell me how to dress? This is my life. How are you going to tell me how to wear my freaking hair? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be willing to remove and eradicate society's illusions, because a lot of us is living in society's illusions and we worry too much about what other people think. And once again, if anybody know me well, they know that this guy, Sensei, has no problem about what other people think. I don't get embarrassed easily. I can have a booger on my nose. You say, hey, Sensei, you got a booger in your nose. Guess what? I get a tissue, take it out. It's gone. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got to enjoy. Guys, this is a process. And if the process is not enjoyable, you're going to give up. If you don't look at the process like most people, and you look at this as a lifelong journey, you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed. And I'm going to share something financial with y'all. When I was in the Bronx, I came from Jamaica, right? I lived with my aunt for about 6 months, couple of months before my mom and dad actually got a place for us to live in. And during that time, it was a crack epidemic thing going on in the Bronx. It was in the 80s, right? And we're seeing the valves, all the stuff all over the floor. Like, yo, you're looking like, what the hell? Color valves, blue, yellow, purple, all that stuff, right? Abandoned buildings. And then I think it was it Dinkins, or I think Dinkins is the one that actually started. Mayor Dinkins is the one that actually started the building up of the Bronx. So they started doing a lot of these projects, and these houses, these buildings had like X marks, and it was selling buildings for $1. And there was a building I used to walk past every day, and it was abandoned. Crackheads was being there, all kinds of stuff. Do you know, about 7 years, maybe 10, I lived in that building, apartment 4G. They built up the building to this awesome, awesome building. And then I started looking, I'm like, but there has to be more. There has to be more. I refuse to believe that this is where I'm stuck at for the rest of my life. And I put in my head, the house that I want, I'm like 18 at this time. I want a house that's like at least 6,000 square feet. I want property. I want the house to have a long driveway. I want it to have a truck. I want to have my motorcycle. I want to have my dog. I want to have my kids. I want to have a beautiful wife. I started putting this stuff out for real, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, at 48, I can tell you that everything that I said that I wanted, I have.
So you manifested.
I manifested it. I manifested it to the point to where it was literally word for word. My house is 6,000 square feet. I have a long driveway. I got a beautiful wife. I have my dog Titan that y'all seen, Titan, my Doberman. I have my kids. Listen, my point is this. It's not to brag about anything. We can put dark clouds over our heads by manifesting negativity. I'm fat. Right. I'm broke. I'm no good. I'm overweight. Those are dark clouds. Stop speaking things that is not existent in your life. Speak things into existence in your life. If you are sick, don't say you're sick. Speak that you are healthy. Is that making sense to you all?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
I promise you guys.
That's what I try to tell my kids too.
Come on, Sherelle. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I got goosebumps. Yeah, I can't see it because I got a long sleeve shirt on. But listen, man, this is life, and we succeed when we succeed. We fail when we fail. Right. Okay? I like to cry. Like when I got tears coming out my eyes, I promise you, that means that there's going to be change to come. Something is going to change. I'm not going to waste my tears. And you got all that snot coming out your nose and all that crap for what? And you know we look ugly as hell when we cry. You know you got different levels of crying, right? You got that type of cry. But then you got the cry where your eyes and your nose and everything is just like and then you start snucking it and you can't even talk. Yo, those tears, let me tell you something, man. You better cry those tears and understand that at the end of those tiers, you have to have something in place that you're going to change. Y'all understand what I'm getting at with the pain?
I get it, and I totally get it. My thing is, I'm at that part where I'm doing the change as far as exercising. The only thing that I'm trying to conquer now is because I don't eat meat.
Mm-hmm.
I do eat fish. Um, but when I stopped eating meat, it was me by myself in my family. So I had to cook for them and then I had to cook for me. So I got stuck. So I would do the little quick fast meals as far as how they have those burgers and the vegan hot dogs
Yeah, the
and
Beyond
stuff
Burgers and
like
stuff.
that. Yes. So now I want to do healthy. I've been watching your recipes.
Yep.
Um
More to come.
the cabbage and cabbage and what is it? Bok choy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Bok choy.
making that.
Ooh, so good.
I'm making that. Yes. And the dumplings I want to make. But I'm just trying to get to that point where I can have my healthy meals, my meals that I made for myself, that I know what I put into it, and do my exercise. So I'm stuck with the meals.
No, you're not. You're not stuck. You're not stuck.
Well, you're right. You're right. That's not the words I need to use.
No.
I'm just trying to get around that little obstacle
There you
that's in
go.
my way.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you, like I was vegan. I was vegan for like 10 years straight. Okay.
Mhm.
And there's so many, like when I tell you to hang tight for stuff coming, man, I got stuff coming up in the kitchen. Listen, we're gonna do it. All right. But with the plant-based foods, you don't have to worry much about the family because I got a secret for you. You're the owner of the house and you're the women, which
Yes.
means that you are the queen of the home.
Yes.
So you make what the heck you want to eat, and you can help them to eat healthier too. Now, here's the deal. You can make certain types of beans. Like you can take the pinto beans and make it taste so delicious with mashed up and mix it with some collard greens or mix it with some different herbs and spice it up. You could take cauliflower if you like cauliflower and you can put it in the microwave, not the microwave, in the oven, and you can bake it, right? And you can
Hmm.
put a dash of seasoning on there, some
Hmm.
thyme, right? And put some hot sauce on it. And you got plant-based buffalo chicken.
Cauliflower steaks.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
amazing. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you're not really stuck. You just gotta, like I told you, you gotta put it out there now. You gotta take charge now. This is your
Right.
time.
Right.
This is
And
your time.
I'm doing it. It was slow process. I just lost my brother over the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like it's time to take charge of my life, and
Yes.
it's hard. He was 51, so he was young.
Yeah.
But, you know, every day I walk by his picture, I have his picture in my house and I say, "What's up, Dumas?" And stuff like that. And I just in my mind, and it's like I don't want to say he's guiding me, but he's with me on this journey. My husband, he eats meat, but he doesn't eat all the meats that we used to eat growing up, like pork and the beef. He's getting to the point where he's saying, I'm really getting tired of meat. I'm like, well, come on to my side. My aunt, she says the same thing. My mom, she's starting to say, I really don't want meat. I don't know what I want, but I don't think I really want meat. And I don't want to push her too much. I'd be like,
Why not?
well, let's try this. So I think it's just basically God basically telling me, well, we're sending I'm sending people your way. So because my aunt is a great cook. She will
Yes.
cook outside the box for anything.
Yes.
And she's doing it. She's trying to cook me. She made me a a butternut squash soup with a whole bunch of stuff in it. And it was amazing with ginger and all this other stuff. So this is where I'm trying to get to. And no, this is where I'm getting to.
I was gonna
I have
get
to
you.
keep
You knew I was
choosing
gonna
them
get you.
words.
You knew I was gonna get you. I gave you. You said it 5 times so far. You knew I was gonna get you. Now we're trying. Yeah, go,
Yes.
carry on.
Yes. I'm trying. I have to start thinking before I say, because it's easy just to say,
Yeah.
But you got to just start thinking. And like you said, you manifested what you want. This
Yep.
is where I'm trying to get to. This is where my husband's trying to get to. My husband watches me every morning do your exercise.
Awesome.
I used to do it on my TV, and now I do it on my laptop because I
Yep.
joined your program.
Yes.
And every morning I get up and I put you on, and he sits there, he just watches me.
Yeah.
So I know he's gonna join,
Yeah.
but it's just progress. It's just for me, like I said, it's just the eating that I'm
I'm
getting
proud of
better
you.
at.
I'm
Thank
proud of
you.
you. It is a process, and like we said earlier, is to enjoy the process, right? And
Yes.
to be mindful of it. It's a fun process. So what you're doing is you're pescatarian. This is what you are. You're a
Yes.
pescatarian. That's how I started. I started off with pescatarian first, and then I worked my way up to vegetarian, and
Mhm.
then I did lacto octo vegetarian, which is you can still have dairy and you can still have eggs. Okay.
Okay.
And then I said I took a trip out to California. I went through a spiritual cleanse. I needed to get away from everyone, and I took a drive cross country. And no lie, there was a fly that traveled with me from at the time we lived in Connecticut at that time.
Mm.
This fly stayed in my vehicle the whole time. So I stopped off at this place to get some chicken. And I get the chicken and I'm driving. The fly is lit. No lie, this fly was with me the whole time. That spirit was crazy. Okay. And I'm biting into the chicken and I tossed the chicken. I got completely disgusted by anything.
Mhm.
Because when I did the vegetarian stuff on that drive, I said, yeah, I'm going to go to chicken and went right to vegan and loved every second of it. So the journey for you, you look at it, connect as much spirituality as you can to it,
Mhm.
right? And encourage the people around you. Look, they're being encouraged by you. So it's not a problem. It's just for you to fine tune it and to up it up, ramp it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ramp it up. Grab them by the eardrums. Pull them. Bring them in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That is
Mhm.
awesome. That is fantastic. Thanks for sharing that too. Thank you for that.
You're
Um,
welcome.
any other questions? Anything else you guys got before we wrap up?
Can I say you're amazing?
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. I
Thank you.
just want to say that. I just want to say you're amazing. And thank you for sharing and for opening your platform up to us and being there for us and being real. I don't see anything, I don't see you sugarcoating anything. And that's one of the things that drew me to you. It's just like um Ayana, how
Ayana,
you
you said it right. Yep.
Ayana.
Ayana. Yep.
I see how when I see her working out with you, the looks on her face sometimes, I'd be like, boy, she gonna kill him.
She gonna beat me
She
up.
go, yes, she is gonna kill him. But I love watching you guys. I love that you're real. You guys are to the point,
Yeah.
and that's amazing. Thank you.
That means a lot. Trust me, those
Right.
words mean a lot. Appreciate that a lot. And yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna add on, if I might. You are fantastic. But your workouts, what helps me is the range of length that you have, and what I enjoy, and whether it's you and your other family members there, your wife, whatever. There's always a consistency about being consistent in the
Yeah.
message,
Mm-hmm.
and like I did. So because it was New Year's yesterday, and I worked today, so I was up at 6 and I was at work at 8 and whatever. So I didn't do my workout in the morning. I usually do my workouts in the morning. And so I came home and I was tired. I almost didn't do a workout, but I went through your videos and I'm like, okay, Like my legs are my bother. And so I'm like, I'm going to do one of these knee ones. Like you have playlists that I love your playlists. And so I did that, and it's weird. It's like when I pick them, it's like divine. Like every time I pick it, it's like the perfect video, especially the ones that scare me. Like when you called that one Inferno,
Inferno,
I
yeah.
like saw the title of it and I was like, yeah, no, that's a Canadian thing. Apparently Canadians say, yeah, no, that's not happening. And
Yeah, I
then
know.
like I go back and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. Donovan put this out here, so I'm gonna go do this. But what I love is the variety of links, because I do try to do other things, because you also say make it your own.
Yep.
And whatnot, right? And so I have a rebounder, so I do rebounding programs. And I have, actually, it's a beautiful thing. I have a woman who I trained with about a year ago, and we had a phone call, like just catching up, whatever. And she just saw I was really struggling, and she's like, I'm going to help you with your nutrition. I'm like, Shauna, I can't afford you right now. Like, she's like, no, I'm not charging you. Don't tell anyone I'm not charging you, but come back to the group. So I do believe in the divine, and I believe that this community, like even this call, like I said earlier, the things Elijah shared and Sherelle has shared, and for me, the blessing is you, but it's the group. It's I have a community that I don't have here, and I have an amazing partner, but he's not at this point enthused to do the eating and the stuff the same way, which is fine, and it's his journey. I'm just gonna do my thing, and hopefully rubs off on him, and if it doesn't, then I still love him, right? So anyway, I just thank you. I love the variety. I love, like Cheryl said, the honesty, the upfront, and I love how you always are like, in the video tonight you said if you can lift both legs, that's great. If you can't lift both legs, that's great. Just modify. And it's just your language. And sometimes I swear to God, you see me. You're like, don't slouch. And I'm like, oh man. And anyway, I'm good at rambling and stuff, but like I sometimes feel like I can't articulate enough how much it means the way you present.
I love y'all. I love you guys.
It's so.
Listen, I love Jenny. When I tell you that I love you guys, I love this community. I love this community. And I don't know if you guys understand this, but Elijah, the men, I'm noticing more men getting involved now. Before, it was like 97% women. Now, the guys are now saying, yo, I need to be a part of that too. And that makes me smile, you know? So I'm gonna give y'all a challenge, right? I'm gonna tell you how to fine-tune yourself. You write down on a piece of paper tonight one very fast goal, one that you can accomplish tomorrow. Write that down tonight. And then when you accomplish that goal, I want you to write down another goal that might take you maybe a week to accomplish that goal. Make sure you accomplish that goal. Don't set up a goal that you know you're going to fail at. Cheat. Do something that you know you can actually do. Like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to read 10 pages of a book. I'm just throwing something out there, whatever. Then, when you accomplish that other goal, you set up another goal that is going to take you another 2 weeks to accomplish. That's it. It's a simple one.
So one fast goal.
Uh-huh.
One medium. Okay, here's your order. So one fast goal that we can do in a day.
Yep.
Then you work up to a medium goal that could take maybe a week.
Yep.
And then when you accomplish that and get it done, then you write up a goal that's a little bit longer, maybe 2 weeks.
2 more weeks. Yep.
That's the challenge.
That's it. It's a challenge.
That's done.
It's simple.
Done.
You see how we simplified it, right? It's like your brain's is already thinking, yeah, that's great. I could do this. So I just want you all to set yourself up for success, right? And don't be afraid. You know what? Here's a struggle. I get a lot of people, and this is just me talking from the business side of it, right? I get a lot of people who will message me, hey, I took off 80 pounds because of you. I took off 60 pounds because of you. That's great. Where my photos at? Where's my videos? Where's my testimonials? What is it that people don't get that There is no community like Cheer Fit Camp.
Oh, there's
And if there's no testimonials and videos and proof of this stuff, then how is that helping the other people who is coming in, right? Now, why I'm saying all of this is this. Don't be afraid of photos of yourself, your own personal photos. Take your pictures. Do the pictures once a week. You don't have to go every day. Just do the picture once a week, from the front, from the side, and from the back. If your goal is to lose the weight or to build muscle, whatever it is, like take a picture from the front, from the side, and from the back. If you can do that twice a month, I promise you, you're going to see the differences. Are you actually looking better? Or are you actually looking worse? And it's going to make you fine tune, because the pictures don't lie. And don't take them fully dressed either. Take them in your underwears. Don't take them dressed, because you want to see every part of your body. Okay? And take them in the same spot about the same time.
Okay,
Same spot?
so same spot, same time.
Yep.
So if I do it in the morning time, take it the same spot in the morning.
Yep.
Okay.
Same spot in the morning. Okay? And it would kind of give you an idea, because a lot of us don't know what we look like, especially from the back. We don't know what we look like from the rear. So
I do, because I had my husband take pictures. We took pictures.
perfect, right? So when you saw that picture, you was like, "Oh God!" It was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yes.
I didn't know I looked like that. So it's and once again, make the process fun. Make the process fun, because you will start to be more inspired, more encouraged, and what? Driven to start
Yes.
to be better.
Driven.
Driven. All right. So guys,
Yes.
I love y'all, man, for coming in, for joining in. This is our first call for the year. We're going to be doing more stuff and more stuff. Get the challenge going. I'm going to post this in our group so people can see it and listen to the ones who missed out. And I let you know I love you guys a lot for coming and bringing the energy. Let's keep it going. Don't be afraid to reach out. Hey, Sensei, can we get a workout with XYZ? Put your request in, like, you go to the DJ be mixing. Hey, can you play Wu-Tang? You know what I'm saying? Like, throw it out there, because this is the community and we're building it together. All right. So I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of the night, and I'll see you guys soon.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Later, guys. Peace.
Bye-bye.